All right, we're live there. Okay, let me do a test chat on YouTube. Okay. Hopefully I'll catch YouTube chat now. And it's not showing the CCs. Lame. All right. Well, we're here. New camera. Look at my pink lips. Look at how red they are. Look at those red lips. Has every... Oh, man. Okay. Let's get serious here.
Miss Cricket's trying to get a hold of you.
It's making people thirsty. Gotta make that cheddar. Okay. All right, looking pretty good. We're gonna get so when we erase the reference to the dummy, we're gonna tell the dummy to die. And then we clear the array. That's the loop. So we're going to do the same thing here for enemy. Okay, this should hopefully get us to stop stepping on our toes here, like we have been doing. Let's see. Look at this. Okay, it's not crashing. Look at all these fucking lasers. Oh my god. Oh, it finally happened. I think I know what's going on. Let me run this again. This is insane to watch. This is insane to watch. There's some state issues right now. Let me look at the monitor. I'm appending the wrong thing. All right, so all right. Let's see. So who's the dummy that hit here, and what's going wrong? Let's see. Sorrow, how you doing? So when do you work on your game typically? Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no right. Current distance. Okay. Second favorite. What's up? I got a new camera thing going on here. I realized this whole time I've been using my super old camera, and I had a newer one that's from like 2000 something. So we're using that one instead, and it should have like real 60 frames. I should look like I'm coming right out of the screen. Whoa! Look at my lips. See how pink they are? How you doing? This is the time we can say, oh, also, so two improvements on the stream today. So the camera and the closed captioning should be way better. So much better closed captioning. This place is pretty expensive. Hell yeah. Oh, is the hat thing do it for you? Do we need more cricket hat? Let me see if I can get the... Oh, apparently Firefox does not support closed captioning. Let's try Chrome engine. There we go. We've got the CC. Look at this. So it seems to be a lot better. Pretty cool. Some pretty cool stuff going on here. We got accessibility options. Cricket's now more accessible. Colt, how you doing? I just seen you wear one before. It was like we were unlocking a cool character. Oh yeah, let me show you the raffle stuff right now. We're improving it. The performance we're getting it really, it's kind of crazy right now. Check this out. There's a few little glitches I have to deal with. Hopefully it just runs for a little bit so you can see. So we got 70, I'm joining with 72 soldiers. So we got some work to do here. The monsters are tweening, even though they shouldn't be quite yet. Yeah. So it's coming along. The vision. I had the vision, and I was like, the vision was I watched the clone Attack of the Clones. What's the place called? Kashyyyk? Battle Geonosis. Yeah, so we want to get to here, and the midriff. We want the midriff as well. But this is totally what I'm going for. Is this ridiculous, like, just insane, insane blasters everywhere. And yeah, even the camera. And we were talking about having bit redeems. Redeems would be these ships here where the people who do redeems come in and they help, but they don't like make enemies or anything like that. It's only assists. So like we'll have a redeem where these ships will come down and yeah, they'll just be blasting. Pa, 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 pa. It's too bad we don't have enemies that look like, I guess we could make robot versions of our bad guys, not these little zombie dudes coming out of the ground. Yeah, I don't like it either. It's just to get it going. The camera stuff. Turn. What is this about? Turn the lightsabers off. This is not regulation. What are they just standing there with their lightsabers on? What? That seems incredibly dangerous. Oh, the spawned grid. Oh, the grid. Yeah. So, I actually have a drawing here. So, yeah, right now they're in the center of like a grid. And the plan is to have them have like a space that their spawn space is where they can move, but they can't really move outside of that area. But they'll spawn in different points inside of it initially. So it'll be random inside their own little zone. And then I'm gonna make it so that they can move, but only inside of a certain amount. I don't want unintentional behaviors too much. So I still want it to be like a dice roll. And I feel like if somebody comes in with a lot, it should still be the equivalent of that weight, not, oh, all my guys sort of back into each other and group together, and now I'm invincible, where if somebody has just less than 2 of me, they don't have the same outcome kind of thing, right? So I want to avoid that from happening. So the way it actually works is we pre-assign the grid. It's just clamp random added to the grid. That's exactly how I'm doing it. So we and eventually I don't want it to be a grid. I want it to be a circle, but I don't know how to populate a flat array into an actual volume. What I'd like to do eventually is, so these guys are all just randomly pre-assigned spots. So when we say battle stations, I take the cumulative total of everybody, get all of their soldiers ready, and then I pre-assign. I basically just put them in order in an array, and then I shuffle the array around, and I say, okay, these are your starting positions. So really, I would like it to be like this, where eventually this array gets distributed like this. We go here, right, and then we go here, like this, right, and then we go here, like this, and then do the same. On and on and on and on. So based on our total size of the array, we can set the circumference of a circle and then put everyone inside of a circular area. Edging. Yeah. So that's the plan eventually. Right now, though, we're just trying to get a couple of things squared away for next time. But we're back to the grids. Yeah, so sounds complicated. Let's do it. Tactical RPG. People have already said I've made an auto battler. They're like, you've made an auto battler. You made a streaming. You've turned it into an auto battler. So we have this interesting situation where we can get hit So we can get hit by a bullet that was fired from somebody who died. The beans are kicking in. Should I go play fetch with the dog? I don't know that it's too late. Let me see how dark it is outside. Let me check. Let me go to the... Where's the front yard? Give me a second here. It's not too dark. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. It's 9 o'clock. All right, I'm gonna go out there. Calvin's a little restless. He needs some exercise. be right back, bud. Okay, we're back. Okay. How's it going, Pagori? My streamer is a rich man. Hardly. We bought a piece of junk house for the land, not for the. No, well, it's got a lot of space, but it's definitely a fixer upper. Hey.
Are you on the stream?
What?
Are you streaming?
Yeah. What?
Oh, I checked and I didn't see you.
Oh.
I was just wondering because I'm looking in the list of applications and Godot is.
Okay, you want me?
Do
Yeah.
I need to download it? I thought it was on there.
It should be. It might just be a link. Give me a second, guys. I gotta help my wife.
Sorry, I didn't think you were streaming. I didn't get the notification.
Miss Cricket's trying to get a hold of you.
You go boy count.
He was a good boy.
I guess the fact that you're here tells me.
Okay, back. Let me set up. You know, it's funny. This is Idaho. It's like, oh, he's super rich. This is Idaho rich. This isn't California rich. I gotta get the window fan going because it is hot as hell down here. Give me a second. I'm sweating balls. Where's my dog? Oh, he's under there. Okay. The Victorian kid. There's like a ghost, a creek ghost. Right on the back. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. Okay. It's 8 p.m. where I am, and I still have sun. All right. Yeah, I'm glad we're here. If we'd stayed where we were, we'd be in a 900 square foot house. 2-bedroom and 5 neighbors. You can sneeze and you'll see your neighbor. Like you just like look. If we're looking out our kitchen window, we're seeing 2 of our neighbors. Actually 3. If we're looking out in our bathroom or bedroom, one of our bedroom windows, we see another neighbor. Too much. Too packed in. Too much. So I think what's happening here is we're getting hit, and we know who hit us. So if is instance valid, then we say this, and that should fix the problem we're having where we're emitting a signal that somebody died who didn't die. So I think that'll get rid of this series of random errors here. Not 100% solving some of our other problems though. Oh, the other bug. Okay, we're almost here. We're almost there with some of these bug fixes. So nearest dummy. Basically, if it's null, we don't want to. So if dummy nearest, all right. So if we're not null, let's see if this fixes it. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, I would say we also have this weird problem where all of a sudden a bunch of the characters just drop dead at the same time for some reason, which is like a weird problem. How'd it go? It went really good, Bear. It went really good. We've got our little vote system thing going here. It's coming along very well. Let me show you again here. We got play my game, battle stations. So I'm going to be chipping away at this at nights. Come Monday, we'll be back to the we'll be back to the regular battles. See, they all just drop dead at the same time. The fuck is that about? That's a cool looking raffle. It's coming along, Forgetful. Why did they all just drop dead at the same time? We're having some weird ass bugs. cricketafterdark.com. Sign up now. Yep, they all just croaked. So yeah, we'll chip away at this and make it better. Again, the plan is to make it into the Battle of Geonosis. We want there to be chat assists. Should we try and do that? Should we figure out if we can do the chat assists? Let's just for fun, can we at least get the command, right? Or get a notification of the thing. Let's see if we can do that. So that's in our Visual Studio. And we're going to look at so it's not going to be on command, but it's going to be on something. Let's look up cruise control docs. I guess we need Brave. And we have chat triggers. Every chat message on hype, on keyword, on speak. And then we have Twitch specific stuff. Twitch specific actions, timer reset. Twitch triggers. Here we go. What are they called? Cheer. There's a cheer. What are the redeems? Element OP. Raid. Shout. What are the channel points? Okay, here we go. Is it channel points that we do this with? So, use of trigger a set of actions when a channel point reward is redeemed. Okay. Channel point completed. When a channel point redemption has been marked as completed, we'll trigger the channel. We'll trigger all channel point rewards. Using star as the reward name will trigger all channel point rewards. Triggers when a channel point redemption has been marked as completed. So this, when this comes in, we can mark it as completed. Right? Actions. Shoutouts. Authenticate. Clear chat. Clips. Commercial. Complete. Twitch complete. Mark a channel point reward is complete. Holy shit. Okay. Let's just do on channel point reward name. Okay, guys. Let's make a... Let's just try this. I just want to see if this is even possible. Damn, where do I even go to do this stuff, guys? Where do I even go to do this stuff? Let's see. Criminy. The UI changes depending on where I am in Twitch. It's so annoying. I think we're here where we need to be. So we want to, let's see here. And he's breaking everything. Way to go, Cal. Way to go. Alerts, roles, video, ads, bits, and cheering, moderation, power-ups, and channel points. See, this is why we need special layouts. Manage power-ups. Default rewards. Custom rewards. Add a new custom reward. Okay. Battle drop gunship. Drop a gunship to help the battle. 200. Create. Okay, so we have that. Drop gunship. Okay. And then I'll open up the chat. And we'll do a test one here in a second. So we're going to send a message in chat. Gunship dropped. And then the redeem. Drop gunship new. Okay. On channel point. Drop gunship. Okay, now let's reset the chat. Reset. And then we say we do the drop gunship redeem. Hell yeah! Okay. So we should be able to... Yes, we should be able to... do assists, because we can now collect this and then send an API call to the game. And... we'll be okay. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay. Sweet! A little bit of a sidebar here. Node and target origin are the same. And then this transform thing comes out of nowhere. No idea what this is. This is when they all die. They just all randomly drop dead at the same time. So I think part of this is that... Let's fix the enemy tweening to a direction. Right now, we're always going to move towards a target. Current target. So really we just want to say active. So if not active, and then we have this current target stuff. So if we're not active, or blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then if we die, if we're hit, and our health goes down to here, we say active, false. And I guess we could say alive. But that's not really accurate. Okay, so this should stop the tweening when they die bug. So when they fall to their deaths, so exclamation point, play my game, ship comes in. Battleship, or battle stations, we come in, lands. This is insane. See, this guy's not doing anything. Is he dead? Can we pause? Let's see. This guy's not doing anything, so let's find him and figure out what the hell his problem is. Let's find this SOB in the scene. .3D. Can I pick? Show a list of selectable nodes. I sure would like a list of selectable nodes, please. Q. Okay, so how about for our dummy then? We set our debug string on ready to our name. Just so we have something we can look up in the scene tree with. And when we see a dummy that's not doing anything, we can be like, what are you doing, dummy? What are you doing? Ah, we got one. So this dummy over here that I can't see. We got a dummy right here. Node 86. So let's look in the scene tree.
Gentlemen, this
86.
is Democracy Manifest.
Sheldon, what's up? How's it going? Xjor Run, thank you for the follow. So, 86. Let's check the nodes. Area 2D's monitor. It's up. It's up. But why aren't we getting hit at? Let's. Can we set? And Godot, can you set conditional breakpoints yet? Or is that not a thing still? Yes and no. There is a way to kind of do conditional breakpoints. There is kind of a way to do it. And we can do it at runtime. And that way is, for each dummy, we're going to say if dummy name equals, what's the bro? We're looking for this guy. So, can I copy we have a node path. There we go. So if the dummy name equals this, then breakpoint. Because we need to see what the hell is happening in our code. We should be iterating on this dummy. And it's not we want a comparison, not an expression. So, okay, so now if the dummy is in here, we should hit a break. So let's go back to the here and run. Okay, we hit a break. So now we're on the dummy. And these let's check the value, make sure he's the same. He is 1.8 ends in 4.6. Let's see. 1.8. Yeah, so this is the guy. Iterate on this dummy. I gotta say, being raised, in the era that I was, I do tend to let my kids watch more violent films than I think most parents nowadays would. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I am considering having my 8-year-old daughter watch The Matrix. So that's the kind of parent I am. But I think she's smart enough to really get it. And I'd love to have her thoughts, I guess. So now the question is, does Dummies has dummies? And what is the status of Dummy? Waking her up early. She's got to unplug as soon as possible. Hey, you loving life in the 90s? Wake up. It's time to eat some grog and live underground for heat. I think that's one of the better metaphors of the whole thing too, is that reality, as it were, sucks. All right, so Dummies. Man, it's surprising how weak the debugging is, because like I need to be able to set conditional breaks. I can't believe that's not a thing. That's so useful. I mean, that's what this is, but it's just stupid as hell to do it this way. It sucks in the simulations and in real life. Right. I mean, that's the question. That's the question. What, like, is it... You know, you see somebody and you think, oh, that guy's a little simple. And it's like, they're really happy. So where's our dummies? Why did I not see the dummies? Dummies to free. Dummy positions. There's dummies. Why don't we see it in our members? Is it empty? What happened? Are we still on... What dummy are we on right now? Are we still on the same dummy? Dude, this is too much work to do it this way. No, we're on a different dummy. Brah. So one of these conditions isn't right, but I can't dummies. What the fuck? Are you guys seeing this? I mean, dummies is a member, but I'm not seeing it. Code is acting like it's there. Like even right here, we did a comparison to get us in here. I hover over this though. I see nothing. Local variable. We're iterating on dummies. Bro, what is going on? Even the music is like, what's going on? You ever work on something and it feels unstable to a degree where you're just like, this feels like balsa wood. Like, what the hell's going on here? This should not be happening. We'll run it again. We'll set the brake here. We still have the brake there. There we are again. We're passing over this. But dummies is fucking empty. Let's just print. Okay, we're looping again. We see it. Here we go. This is everything in it. Alright, so is our dummy in here? Yes, our dummy is in here. The value is 1, which means we have a target, which is why we're not looping in here. Now double checking our guy. He's still just chilling out, looking around at nothing. He's been given a target, so let's look at the code on the dummy. And what we'll do is we'll break here. I think I know what's going on. Let's look at our animation player. Nothing is animating. And therefore, nothing is going to happen. We shoot. We say we've shot. And that starts to loop again. But if we're not gonna... So let's go here to the game code. And we want the same thing here. We want to do a break on... Let's do it on process. So we'll just add process in here. Like that. So now if we are this particular thing, we're going to break. Sound good? And non-existent utility function, main thread. What the hell are we talking about? Did I break things? I think I broke things. It's probably this. Ooh, it's real bitchy. Okay, well, we have our biggest clue, which is that no animation is playing. Now, when we say we've shot, we go back to the game and we let the game know that we've finished shooting. The reason we do it this way is because we would like to target, we would like to get a new target. So we say target looking, and then we go through and, I think I get it. If we can also do an early return here. Shortest distance. We don't want to say target found until we know for sure. So we want to do this in here. Like this. Because sometimes our target enemy is going to be null. Because we're using globals for this. And we're not resetting it. And I suppose to be super safe, we should say before this for loop, we say null. And then we do the same thing for this guy. Okay. Well, let's see if this helps. Let's get rid of that break. There. Run it again. Ba 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 ba. I think we're pretty clean. But again, we've got this dummy. Look at this dummy. Look at this dummy, bro. This guy is like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I don't care. So this bro is giving us some bro problems. This bro-tato here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't like that. So we're going to say pass. I'm going to leave this in here because I think when you add a new function, it freaks out. So I'm throwing it in there so I can set a break on our brotato that's having the problem when we see it. We're getting things are getting better. Things are getting better for our brotatoes. 100 is not doing anything. Pause. So 100. So we go back over here and we say if name equals something 100, right? Hey, I picked him right out of the list. Look at that. If name equals that, then breakpoint. Okay. Which I guess doesn't matter too much. Animation player's not playing anything. We might need to get some logs going here, because like what I think this is, and this is why I hate the whole, oh, you need a signal for the animation to finish. Because clearly some shit ain't right here. Animation player, play, shoot, fire, speed, var, wait. We wait. We add the laser, we emit the signal. And we should be queuing up the lasers, and we should only be able to shoot one laser that's out there. So we may need to make sure that we can only shoot once our laser has. We need some logic to the laser stuff, so we're not creating a bunch of objects because we don't need to. So that would help performance on potatoes, right? Now I was thinking everyone's like, oh, this is faster. Not everyone, but the suggestion was that by using the distance and going through an array, that it would be less of an impact on performance. The problem with this is that we are not a compiled language. We are a scripted language. So every single thing that we do here ends up being many more steps in the instructions that you would normally associate with something like C++ or some language that compiles. So don't you have to await the timer's timeout signal, not the timer? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Where did you catch that? Ah, you son of a bitch. You're right. I missed it. So this one is correct, but this one was not. Thanks for that, team. You got me. All right. Well, maybe that'll fix it. The problem here is that we're emitting So yeah, maybe we wait for something that never happens. But then why is anyone ever shooting ever again, right? Like, how is that even happening? Let's try again. Like, it seems like if that was the problem, they should only shoot once, and then the notification that they've shot would never happen. And then, oh, you know what? We're still gonna break on. Yeah, we're still gonna break here. Let's go ahead and comment this stuff out. See, now it's gonna be pissy at us. Gall darn it. And we do want these guys to come rushing out of the ships. I think that's something that I'll work on tomorrow, is having these guys come out of their ships and go running to their locations. Because right now they're just instantly at their spots. Everyone's shooting. Ah, there's one. There's a bunch. I think I know what it is. It's a distance thing. It's a distance thing. 10,000. Because we have a starting shortest distance. And we're at 1,000. And I bet it's something to do with that. Let's see. We need somebody who's in the shit that's not firing. Like this bro right here. Who are you? What are you doing? Who are we talking to here? Who is this? Who do we have? This is 114. 114. No animations playing. Let's copy the path here. We're going to go over here and we're going to say, for each dummy, if dummy name equals this one, we breakpoint. Is this some kind of stream audible? Yeah, so on Fridays I play people's video games. And so this is a way to have people... It's like a raffle, but instead of it being like it's just an RNG thing and I press a button and it's like, oh, it's this guy. This is like you literally get to watch it happen. It's like a battle to the death. It's like a really intense random number. It's like a random number generator. It's the most convoluted way of generating a random result. We have lots of cool little plans for it. Eventually, we're gonna have. We just tested it as a concept. There is the dropship command now that will, or the dropship redeem. It doesn't do anything right now. I wouldn't advise using it because you're just gonna burn 200. But if you do it, I'll show you. So I'll do the dropship redeem. Oh, I must have set a timeout on it. Oh, it's down here. So this, yeah, gunship drop. So like marbles, but last man standing. Exactly. Battle of Geonosis marbles. Yeah, it's just a different way to having a raffle. Different way of having a raffle. And so the way it works is the basic logic of every time you join, you get your soldier count increases. You have a single dropship. The soldiers are going to come out like a clown car, so it'll just be, your ship will land, and then all the guys are going to come out into a random spot. Eventually, it's going to be a circle. Right now, it's a square, and then bad guys are going to appear somehow. Right now, I'm just having them randomly spawning. And what I need to do in order to know that it's like truly the right kind of random is simulate a bunch of results and see what we end up with. So I can do that overnight once I have something that's solid. Codex, how are you tonight? Okay, so we have our dummy. And again, for some reason, when we're looking at dummies, it's not... It's not showing it in our stack. Even though it's for sure there. God, that's weird. Is there some sort of pagination going on? Okay, so we have... Here's our stack of dummies. Now we're interested in 114, and 114 is set to 1, which means they found a target. Just confirm. Found. Okay. So again, it's that problem of... Let's look at this code. From float to float. What happens if you create a timer that's 0? I wonder if if we're creating a float that's too small. And so we're waiting for something. If we create a timer that is nothing, and we start it, what's the... After time seconds has passed, the timer will emit a timeout and will automatically be freed. I assume that defer to next frame. I'm wondering if we're just too low and we're ending up creating... So maybe, just to be safe, maybe the float is too small. Let's just say 0.1 to 1. I don't know. I don't know. Because we're creating... What we're doing is when we're firing... We're just creating a... I know where the bug is. It's right here. We're checking to make sure the target is valid, because it's possible that when we're told to target something, that in the time that it comes to that step, that target has actually expired already. So... what we need to do in that case is claim that we've shot, even though we haven't, to start the loop over again. I think that's what's going on here. And so I'm going to set a break in this condition. And if this is a thing, we're going to hit this breakpoint. And then we'll be able to see a dummy who's doing nothing. So I think this is what's going on. I think it is. The ignore timescale. Yeah, that's cool, right? So you can always have a consistent, like you could do scaling the game speed and then also still have real-time timers. The Godot docs, where they're up to date, are pretty decent. Let's see. Sure enough, I think we found it. I think we found it. I don't think they're ever going to die at this point unless somebody spawns right on top of them. I think they're firing too much now. This is insane. Okay. So what I think would be fun to do is when the enemy dies and the animation finishes, what we should do is sink the enemy down into the ground, right? I think that'd be really cool. I can tell they're going off because you're yelling. Isn't that funny? I'm like an old man on the cell phone. All I need to start doing is pacing when the game starts playing. I'm still curious how you did the logo in the back of the head. Okay, well, I mean, considering skipping all of the downloading the image off the internet, right? So we get the URL through cruise control, right? And we download it and we put it somewhere. We're putting it in the user app directory, right? So the game's user app directory. Right. So I figure you know all that stuff. So what we do is we assign it to something called a decal. And what a decal does is, let me show you. So what a decal does is it takes a texture and wherever its volume is over on another material, it'll paint the texture onto it. So let me show you. If I take the Godot icon and I change the albedo, is it albedo? I drag it into here, so it's going to have the Godot icon onto it. So watch what happens if I move it. If I move it off of this, it'll go away. Let me get snapping off. There's a fade distance as well. Right, and you can control some of it. So when you have a game where you're like spray painting or something, you could imagine how this would work. Is it a shader? No, it's just a node called decal. Its parent is Node 3D, so it has everything that Node 3D gives you, and then it just has these parameters here for different things. So you can even make it glow. So you can add an emission to it. So you could have some sort of lighting element to it. I'm not sure what ORM is. What the hell is ORM? ORM. Ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic. Okay, so that's where you would put all those things. So you could have roughness and everything on it as well. So you could use this for damage effects too, right? So if something gets hit and you want to have a bullet hole, right? This is how you would do it. Now this only works with Vulkan, or sorry, the Forward Plus rendering. So this only works with Vulkan and DirectX on Windows. If you don't have Forward Plus on, it's not going to work. And then so you have these parameters. The vertical fade. There's a curve here you can set for it, so on and so forth. And then you can cull it. This is important too. The cull masking is important. And right now I don't have this masking properly yet. It's on everything. So I'm using F+, but I don't know what it means at the moment. I'm sure it's like newer APIs and stuff, but incomplete. Is that the thing we were talking about? Forward Plus. Yeah. So Forward Plus is Vulkan, and so if you go into your project settings, and you go to drivers. So just search driver and then rendering. Here we go, rendering device. You can specify what driver to use for the forward plus rendering. So on Windows, you can choose Vulkan or DirectX 12. And on iOS, you can say I want to use Metal or Vulkan. Or on macOS, Metal or Vulkan as well. So you can, and you can do this programmatically as well. So like if you have an options menu and you want somebody to be able to choose DirectX, and you could even, long enough, back to work. Yeah. All of those textures are grayscaled, so you can put each texture on the individual RGB channels to save space. I see. So you have one per RGB. So that's what this means. It must mean, yeah, okay. So you end up with a single texture with a color that is, I think I get it. Whoa, that's a mind F. Annoying to set up when quickly testing stuff out, though. Would be nice to have roughness and metallic sliders for decals like regular materials. I suppose what you could do is create a... yeah, because you end up having to create tooling, right? Because what you could do is then you could say, okay, well then what I'll do is... you know what? That's a plugin we could write. Because you could write a plugin that shows up underneath ORM and has those three things individually, that then gets folded up into a texture that is applied to the ORM texture. So we could write a plugin to do that, and that would be the cleanest way to do it instead of like a custom scene thing that creates the thing and blah blah blah. Yeah, so forward plus basically means not doing OpenGL. Compatibility is OpenGL. Yeah. Anyway, so that's how the decal stuff works. OpenGL has to be practically dead now, right? I don't know. Minus WebGL, I guess. What's Raylib using? Because Raylib might be like one of the few projects that's still keeping it alive. It looks like it could be OpenGL or something else. SDL and Raylib use OpenGL. Yeah. I know that if you're going from scratch, OpenGL is way easier than Vulkan. So usually, I think people who are jumping in with Vulkan now are using a framework that's something like SDL3 is SDL3 Vulkan? It looks like it supports it. I'm not sure how SDL works. All right. Still think OpenGL. Okay, so our code is feeling more solid. we hit that bug up. Let's get rid of this print statement. Let's go start scrubbing a lot of these dummy print statements. Sports both. Yeah. STL3. STL's pretty cool. The decal is a shader. Oh. That's funny that they would dedicate something to it. That might be why the ORM is the way it is. Just reading the source. Ah. Yeah, it's just wrapped in a Node 3D. So it just takes the God, my brain. The vertices. All right. I also... It's nice that it's easy out of the box, yeah. There's stuff with Godot. There's things, like I said, it's there's something charming about it, but at the same time, there are things that will drive you nuts. Because you don't want to do it the way that it's like, this is how I do it. And it's all the API stuff, right? So if you don't fucking like it, go do it yourself, right? Like if there's something about the animation player you don't like, well then just make your own. But that's asking a lot, right? But at that point, it's like, well, you know what? You're talking like someone who's going to just roll their own engine. All right, so I think we're pretty good on this. I guess we could start to work on it. It's 10:15. I've been watching IT Crowd with the wife. I think we're almost done. I was watching this video about Raycast drift physics car, and I realized Raycast is a node, and I've just been creating them. Love IT Crowd. That and Trailer Park Boys. I love Peep Show. I'm trying to get my wife to watch Peep Show, but I don't know if she'll get it. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Peep Show is good. I got as far as when they ate the dog. I don't know. There's something about the guy who's just so non-confrontational that he can't admit that he doesn't want to marry this woman. It's really gross. It reminds me of George Costanza, but that part where they ate the dog, that was oh my god. Oh my god. I think I stopped after that. I was like, I don't think I can watch this right now. I forget what happened. They were taking her dog for a walk and it died or something, right? And then they didn't know what to do and they decided to burn it, but then other people came up to them and they had it like on a stick or I don't remember, and then they like, yeah, then they had to like eat it because they were like, oh, what is that? And reminded me of Brain Dead. It was a unique idea. I've been thinking a lot about video games and about how they don't utilize the camera cut at all. And that's a big thing in movie you can cut forward in time and stuff, and that's not happening in video games. And I started thinking about that from like, you know, that would be an interesting thing to mess around with. And Peep Show has this interesting thing where you're seeing the other person's point of view, right? And then the camera's cutting between generally two people's point of view back and forth. And in reality, it's the other actor just holding up the camera, recording, you know. But it's interesting. And I've been thinking a lot about point of view and like camera cuts and stuff like that for games. And like, how could you utilize that in a game that it's just not something that's done a lot. Yeah, it took me a bit to realize that too. Yeah, it has this real like claustrophobic vibe. Is that another show you're trying to think of? My mom loved all of the like constable whatever's detective shows and stuff. That was her jam. She loved all that stuff. And we watched Downton Abbey, me and the wife, until Matthew died. And then we were like, no, fuck this. Like, we're not going to watch this anymore. Black Books. I'll check this one out. The guy on Peep Show was on. One of the guys on Peep Show reminded me of my boss in one of my IT gigs. Just from his looks. And kind of the mannerisms too. All right, so we can try and do the getting out of the ship thing. If we do it clown car style. Yeah, Monty Python, every Monty Python everything is on Tubi right now. So all of the films and the shows, like, and now for something completely different, and then the Monty Python, the different broadcast shows that they did are all on Tubi right now. Holy Grail, yeah. Holy Grail's on there. The Life of Brian, yeah, Life of Brian, and yeah, it's all on there. Stuff I've never even seen. I was like, oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. One of my favorite skits is the mountain climbing one. Where it's like dudes...
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Noah's Raptor, thank you for the follow. Dude, Tubi is amazing. For our age range, Tubi is like for us. It's like the millennial boomer channel. Yeah, the Spanish Inquisition, yeah. Yeah. But Tubi's got everything. Tubi's got all of the Power Rangers and Super Sentai. It's got MXC. It's got like a million. It's got Transformers and all of this stuff from our age. And then just the films, everything on it is just like, oh man, I've been wanting to watch this. Mel Brooks movies, yeah. There's a few Mel Brooks movies on Tubi right now. Robin Hood is on there. There's legit good stuff on Tubi. Everything Everywhere All at Once is on there. There's like a lot of, it's just like a really good streaming thing. It's crazy. Lots of good stuff. Anyways, it's surprising. And it's not nearly as liberal with ads as some paid services, frankly. Tubi, the place to be. Yeah. I do miss the simplicity of broadcast television. I miss, like, oh, you missed it. You're not tight. You're like, oh, okay. The chains are released, right? I can go and do something else. Tubi, the place to be. Oh, I get it. I'm such an idiot. The place to be. I'm such an idiot. I'm a dummy. So when we get out of the ship, we can do, like I was saying. So right now, all of our guys spawn all at once. Now we should probably, can we do the instantiations and stuff? Can we thread that? Everyone's shooting. I was thinking they could charge, but that creates a problem of if you're in the middle, you know you have a better chance of winning. There's so much firing, it's hard. I guess we should increase the enemy hit points. So let's bump it up to we'll double it. So we'll go to 6. Say you put a little bit of yourself in. This is probably a thing. So, all right, guys. So from a viewer of the stream standpoint, Dandy, what's up? How do we make what's happening to your guys more readable? Do we just do a status sheet in like the corner? Do we use the marquee to indicate something that's... Deathlog. What we could do is we could have a picture-in-picture. Yeah, with a percentage of soldiers left or something. That's a good idea. What about a picture-in-picture where when somebody dies, the game slows down and it's showing the main battle, and then there's a picture-in-picture in the corner, and it's like the zombie's like getting the guy, and it's like, and then it continues on, super crazy. Like, could do something like that. So we could slow things down. How's it going, Dandy? Make the nameplates more readable. Have the dudes change color based on their health score when people die. Remove their avatar and rearrange into smaller area and zoom in. A few name tags, easy to see the main event. Maybe the last few. We could do a replay cam where, because depending on how often people are dying, we could just say in the corner, just have an instant replay of one person dying. That's a whole can of worms, though. I guess we could try recording a viewport and then literally playing back something. Let's get an in-game. Yeah, you're right. That's the one thing we don't have. We just have a print. We have a print statement that says you won. So what happens when somebody wins? What do we do then? Let's figure that out, because that's kind of all we need right now. Everyone's a winner at the end and spawn a bunch of trophy. Problem solved. So right now, Dandy, the laser beam is your chat color. So when you join in, your guys that go in and fight, their laser beam is your chat color, and then on the back of their helmet, it's your avatar, your Twitch profile image. And we were thinking about making it so that their color of the color of the player could also be the chat color. It's because it sounds pretty awful. I disagree, Dandy. What we could do, though, yeah, I get what you're saying, Dandy, but I think that means we're gonna have to go even louder now. So sorry about that, bud. How do we change the distance at which something plays? Because maybe that would help. Max distance. Here we go. The distance past which the sound can no longer be heard at all. Only has an effect if this value is greater than 0. Max distance works in tandem with unit size. However, unlike unit size, whose behavior depends on the attenuation model, max distance always works in a linear fashion. This can be used to prevent Audio Stream Player 3D from requiring audio mixing when the listener is far away, which saves CPU resources. Pitch variance. It's way too uniform. How do we change the... So it's pitch scale. The pitch and tempo of the audio. So we can set that on play. I thought there was a way of doing this automatically. Oh shit, boys. What if we put the audio on the laser and then we turned on Doppler? I bet that would be cool as heck. Audio pitch shift. Audio effect pitch shift. Audio... So it's an entirely different thing. It's not audio stream player. Let me see if that's right. ChatGPT. Audio... Oh, it's on a bus. This is for the entire bus, though. Well, for funsies, we're going to put the audio stream player on the laser beam. And that means we can get it off the animation player, because what we can do is we can have this autoplay on the instantiation of the laser. So let's see here. So we'll put it on here. And then we're going to say autoplay. Sorry, guys. We're going to say autoplay, and then we're going to say Doppler idle physics. Idle executes Doppler tracking during process frames. Or during physics frames. Now, we are using physics sets to move, so there's no benefit to making it idle. Stupid AI results on the right. Yeah. Okay, and then we need to go to the animation player on the dummy and get rid of our range shot. We have a keyed frame somewhere. Shooting. Did it go away just because we deleted the... Let's look at the here. Ranged aiming. Ranged shoot. And just double checking that are we inside dummy? We are inside dummy. Okay, this might not work, but it should play once it's added to the scene tree. And we should have pitch shifting on. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, we can do it in Godot. Yeah, it should be straightforward. All right, let's just see here. Go in. I just thought there was a way in the scene tree. It's hardly noticeable. We're gonna keep it that way, though. And now let's see, max distance. How high can we go? Pretty damn high. And how far is everything? Let's look at the scene again. It does sound better, right? It's a little more dampened. Let's say max distance is 50. Audio stream randomizer. That's what it is. Thank you. It sounds better. It's still mass chaos. Let's go to... Audio stream randomizer. Streams. And let's go back. We're going to copy the stream. Change it to audio stream randomizer. Paste the element in. Pew. And then random pitch. The intensity of pitch of value of 1 means no variation. Let's just give it a little tiny nudge. Look, you can weigh the randomness of what it plays. With each other. Yeah, we should have a pool. Ultimately, there should be a pool. I think by using distance, we can kind of get that as well. But I love the chaos. Dandy likes order. Dandy is lawful. No, it's the opposite. You had order, and I request chaos. Lovely. Look at that choking. Choke on those frame rates. Random pitch seems to be doing jack shit. I keep doubling it. It's not blowing up my speakers anymore, so it's not loud enough. Okay. I should probably just set up the camera controller to be controlled by me and just like give it Minecraft flying controls. Because I think at this point trying to have the camera be intelligent is just out of scope. Okay, so we got some good sound stuff. We got a little sidetracked here. That's great. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so cool sound stuff. We're a little bit better. Dandy sidetracked us. Way to go, Dandy. Thank you for that. 5-minute timeout. 5-minute timeout for Dandy. That wasn't too bad either. Okay. So last guy is there. He's surrounded by it's the Doom cover art, right? It's the last guy is there, and there's all these bad guys coming at him, right? What do we do? Do we just freeze the game world? Like, we freeze time, and then we sort of like move the camera around? Do we have the drop ship come in and pick him up? Slow motion Matrix style. You just watch him die in slow motion. It's just like the money shot of like the last person alive. You need to showcase who won, yeah. So I think if we stop time and then we move the camera around, or we slow time down, so it's like the last guy is like, oh, even though we don't have anything like that. I still like my idea of the finishing pose. Let's see what we have in the animation department of our dummy. There's some celebratory stuff. Cheer. Let's see how lame this looks. Yay! Yay! If the camera keeps moving. Yeah, we would want the camera. So that's what I'm imagining. Everything like slows down as the camera like comes in on the person and like moves around. And we could have we don't have time to do like explosions and like yay, but we can at least have like we could animate like some sort of text event and things like that. Is there a tired? I think there's like a hurt. There's a hit, idle. There's like a poison or something, right? Unarmed. T-pose. We can just T-pose the motherfucker. What does spellcast look like? Oh. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you like that, Deborah? All right. Spellcast, shoot. There's a jump. We could jump and then do the celebration. Jump and then cheer. Dodge. These ones you need to combine with like there's just here's our celebration, just the guy dead on the ground. The camera just going around him. So we could do a jump, the cheer, and then he could do a fist bump. And the camera just goes in on him. But we need some way of highlighting, because on the back is where the decal is, right? How about he fist bumps the last... that'd be hard to... that'd be hard to manage. But as soon as the last skeleton comes to get him, if he matches the direction of that skeleton, and then they both... they both do a block. It sure looks like a fist bump to me. Boop! A dodge, then cheer. It's an invigorating, it's a very enthusiastic fist bump. See, normally they'd have a shield. They're holding a shield. The skeleton could go like that, right? So we could go. The skeleton could go like that, and we could like be bah! Really hard fist bump. You got to clip that boop. Just add it to it. Boop. Hell yeah. Let me set a marker. Here we go. Idle. They're not idling right now. I guess they don't really need to. They're never going to. Could do a reload. Okay, so we need a stat list. That's going to be secondary towards the end celebration. Player list with progress bar of soldier count. So alive, dead. Marker, listen to me, Nightbot. Did it? It did. Can anyone do it or just mods? I think it's a mod thing. Is there a crouch anime? Oh, you could teabag. I think there's like there's a lie down. So we could get halfway to like lying down. So I could we could do something like that. There's a sleeping animation. And then there's a stand up. We could leave the dead on the field. Not the enemies, but the players. And then the winning soldiers they all stand back up. So you see where they were on the battlefield. All right, so let's make a new one. And we're just gonna key animation tracks on ourselves. It can only animate other players. Oh my lord. So I have to create another animation player to key these animations. How wasteful. Okay, so we're gonna have it play. What was the first thing we were gonna do? You were saying you wanted to see dodge backwards and then cheer. Now, how do we set the blending on this? There's a way to do blending on here. Onion skinning. There's no blending choices for this particular thing. So the dodge backwards thing, they animated it strangely. They shouldn't have had the character pulling back. That should be something that you control as the dev, because that really screws things up. Okay, well, cheer time. So you can do negative, right? So we could do -1, and this will make it go backwards, or not at all, apparently. But we can slow it down. So if we wanted it to be slow, if we wanted to do like a slow cheer. That's weird. Time. Oh, that's on the timeline. Oh, well, this is stupid. Never mind. Yay! And then we'll do... I want to do a sit down. Sit floor down. And then fire off the idle for sit. Okay, so yay! We're at 7. And I think if we set idle to loop on it, right? Sit down, sit floor idle, loop it. It should just continue. I don't know if it'll continue after the animation finishes. Animation player finishes. Let's see. Looks like he was going to keep going. Yeah. Is it determined on the length of the animation? We'll do that fist bump one, right? What was that one? That was a block, right? Block. So before we sit, let's make this 10. Block. Zoom and enhance. Floor sit down. Floor idle. All right. So we go, yay! Boop. And is there a block idle? There's just blocking. Okay, so there's an idle for it. So we want to keep blocking for a bit. So we'll scoot this forward. Insert key. Blocking. Zoom in. All right, we have some sort of celebration. Something. Okay. Yay! Boop. All right, I'll sit down. Okay. And then on the main game, we got to do something. So we're going to say in our control, we could have a winner is you show up on the screen, right? We can animate that. Wonder if we can find something. See, if we do an image search in Google now, it's just going to be AI slop, right? I have a feeling this is the kind of search that's going to say, you're a winner. How do we say this and it would be funny to have like a TV come up out of the ground and it's like it becomes meta and it's like, okay, we're playing your game now. Did you used to be able to search by transparency on Google? Do I have to say type PNG in order to get a choice of that? Weird. Transparent. Do we have like a... Okay, hang on a second. We have access to a bunch of stuff. We can grab... Let's look at K-Kit's stuff. He's got to have like... We've got gold chests and stuff. We can... So the K-Kit and Kenny Assets are doing a jam this year. And it's right at my son's birthday, so I can't do it. I was really looking forward to it. And then I checked the date, and I was like, damn! I can't do it. He's got these like treasure chests, like gems and stuff. But we do have money from... There is currency in the dungeon stuff. And there's chests in here. There's like a gold chest. We could drop down a gold chest. Dude, we could just spawn 1,000,000 coins. Yeah! Let's do that! Let's do that. I'm going to download this entire thing just to grab the coins. I think it's in the free stuff. Look at how tiny that is. Assets. GLTF. Banner. Coin. Here it is. So we just spawn a shit ton of coins on the right over the character. We're just gonna let physics take over and just have coins go aplenty dropping on the person. Go all out on physics for it in this moment of glory. Just coins dropping on the head of the winner. And we don't see the material. So I think I have to go in here and grab the texture. Type. And I'm thinking at this point... There we go. Alright, so we have the coin texture. So we'll just drop, you know, just be a money shot of coins, right? Just blow coins all over the winner. It would be funny to go really detailed on the physics of the colliding bodies. So that the coins are bouncing off the fist, and like if I leave them like we do that, and then the coins are just conking off his head and everything. So the winner thing, what we could do for the winner is show the icon of the Twitch account and put that inside of a medal or a trophy of some sort. Right. Now we have a banner. We can do like a cloth thing. You had order, and I requested chaos. We're gonna have coins. We're gonna have an explosion of load of coins. Spray the player. Oh, am I way down? I'm way down. Drop a bunch on them, like 500 or so. While it's happening, you could have a transparent container just big enough to drop them in, so they stack up over the battlefield, and the stats fade in. That would be cool. Like stats is a good idea. Keeping track of kill count, like. Who got the most kills? Who got who like died first? Like all the achievements. First death. Like we should have little achievements. That'd be fun. First death. And this is, like I said, this is the kind of thing I just want to chip away at it over time. So for the winner thing, we can literally slap up the soft body. So we can put a soft body on the banner, and we can put the decal on the soft body, and then so it's like your crest for your win. And if we do the white banner, we can match the color of your text color on Twitch on the banner, and then put your profile on the banner. I think that's cool. And then that's showing up on like the left side of the screen, and it's blowing in the wind. I know how to do that. We'll have wind, and we'll move the soft body, and we'll just be animating a hidden collider. And just have it going in like a loop or something, and I'll just say like wind. And money's falling down on you, and yeah, and then we start showing stats, stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like because it has to be like a loot box thing, right? Like we got to go hard on it. Most times to enter and not win. Long-term stats. Long-term stats. Total kills over the entire thing. If we start doing that, people are going to be like, man, I'm killing so many. I should get something. Which isn't a bad problem to have. All right. So tomorrow, if I'm going to stream in the morning, probably. Maybe not. I might just hang out with my son. But throughout the week nights, when I have time, we'll finish getting the celebration stuff going. We have a pretty good idea of what that's going to look like. Let me go ahead and commit. Whoops. We want to commit what we've got. And we have a major bug fix on. So the primary thing is we fixed a lot of glitches with. See, we should have been committing this sooner rather than later. But fixed issues with. Let's say bug fixes. Idle players. Accessing null values. Sure. Close enough. Sound Doppler, and distance. We're gonna undo the bus change. And I don't know what we did to dummy. Oh, we got rid of the sound. Removed laser sound. And then we have our coin and the dungeon texture that's needed for it. Coins for winner. Okay, so we're all set for that. Let's leave some notes for ourselves so our old man brain can remember for the next time we stream. So show name and Twitch avatar on banner colored albedo with Twitch color chat color for winner. Game stats / achievements. This is going to break out into many things. I spelled achievements wrong. So this is important. Player list is kind of. Then we're going to say show winner animation. Slow down time and rotate and move camera to winner to highlight the win. Show winner text on win. Okay. All right. 6 of you here. I think we're all tired. Let's get some sleep. You guys, tuck yourselves in. Put on an old TV show or something. We are going to find someone to raid. Chances are anybody I follow is not streaming right now, so let's see. /raid. We're getting ready for this. Stay awake, everybody. Wake up. Exo Drifter streaming. Looks like Exo's making some music. See if we can see if there's somebody new. Categories. Wait. Is no. I would say let's raid Arcus, but he's not playing right now. I wish I could be him. I wish I could just stream playing NES games. Wouldn't that be nice? I guess we could do Exo, because Exo's doing some music. Exo's music is really good. And I think they have a Bandcamp or something. I sound what the hell is stuff's called? Starting to raid. I hope I spelled that right. Looks like I did. All right. See you guys maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Monday. Much love, everybody. Be safe.